Hi, you're listening to Immigrant Women Talk podcast, and I'm your host, Galina Bilaeva. This is the place for you to get inspired by stories of immigrant women, to learn about nonprofits that serve immigrant communities, and to listen to entrepreneurs who work with women in developing countries. Subscribe to this podcast and get more inspiration and resources at immigrantwomentalk.org. Hi, I'm Galina Bilaeva, and my guest today is Anna Walkowska, an entrepreneur from Poland. And Anna is the co-founder and CEO of Homeplex, and it's an innovative solution revolutionizing the interior design industry. Anna, welcome. Really great to have you.
Hi, Galina. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. So, what is the innovation that your organization offers?
Okay, well, Homplex started initially with creating inspirations for homeowners, so they would be happy to easily find a idea for their bedroom or living room and just copy the look. So we did it in Poland in May 2011, and within next 3 years, we've created really great environment of interior designers doing virtual interiors, manufacturers providing really great products, and homeowners who really enjoying this kind of content and really use those inspirations to furnish their apartments like we suggest them. Now we are in California, and having this experience, we would like to go a bit farther and propose our solution to home retail, so they can use our inspirations on their websites and increase sales of their furniture, lighting, and decorations.
Right. So basically, you are combining this. You're using technology and software to make it more accessible to people, right?
Yes, exactly. The interior designers' services are usually quite expensive in most of the countries. And what we are doing, we just create many very well-designed rooms, which are just made of products, real products. So the customer has a great solution that was designed using technology, and the store has really good content to promote their products in a way the customer really likes. So it's not perceived like an advertisement, but something that really helps the customer to solve his problem, because usually people don't know what they would like to have in their home, when they want to furnish their apartments. So if you, as a store, provide them like hundreds of ideas how they can do it using your own products, that's really great.
Yes, it is. It is. But your background is in technology, right? So you're
Yes.
really behind the software and the website development.
Well, yes, and to be honest, I had no background in interior design at all. So when I started Complex, it was like totally new field for me. But I had a pleasure with designing the interface for the application for complex.com, and think about all the requirements, how it should work, and so on. And the business part was something completely new, and exploring this was so fantastic experience. I'm still enjoying it, although as in every business, you have to deal with many challenges. But it's really, really great. Well, I had to forget about my experience from previous companies. It was security, information security. I enjoyed this part of my life, but it's over, and now I'm totally focused on this interior design and using technology for interior design.
Right. So basically, now if you decide to start another company in a completely different field, you still know what to do with it, right? I mean, so you still know how to do it because you.
Yes, I think so. I just started when I had this idea in my head. I was still working for Royal Bank of Scotland, and the idea was just came to my head because we had to furnish our own apartment, and I just started to read lots of books, study lots of websites with information about furnishing houses, and this knowledge gathered in one head, plus this experience I had from IT, just resulted in creating this. The software for homeowners. Actually, what you see now online is like 100% of the functionality initially invented. So we still have like 20 years for developing the rest of the functionality. Anyway, if you want to start something and you have the passion, you see the green lights, and you believe that what you are doing may be really useful for people, you have the reason to do it, yes, and you will find a way.
That's awesome, awesome. So when you start in a completely different field, what do you have some sort of step by step? For example, you need to find the experts in this field and then talk to them and then, I don't know, marry them for a few years.
you know um, Well, I just started with books and with getting the knowledge because I really wanted to understand how it works and what I really need to know. I had lots of I just use my intuition in many fields, and that's something that probably every woman is doing usually when starting her business. I was also trying to get some feedback about the solution from interior architects and construction companies. Um, I was asking for expertise, but the problem was that actually similar software uh, doesn't exist. Yes, it didn't exist in this time. So they liked it very much, but after 2 years, actually, my customers were those experts who told us what we should do and what they don't need. So really, asking your potential customers is the way to go. And experts, if you know exactly what you're gonna do and what your customers are asking you for, then you go to experts and get their knowledge and get their support. Of course, you will need money for this. So I started with family and friends, and also my money collected for years. And it was really good idea to first risk with your money, so you don't have this additional stress that your investor will not be happy when something will go wrong, and it always starts like this. You just have to make many mistakes to grow up and really do great business.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great insight. Um, Anna, so when did you decide to move to the US? I heard that maybe Poland was too small already. You wanted to go further.
Well, yes, no. Actually, Poland is quite a big country, and we also have very good um, history of. Actually, Poland is number 4 when we're talking about exporting furniture. Okay, so it's really potentially it could be really great market, but the problem is that we're still. I mean, this industry is still like 10, maybe 20 years in the past. Okay, so with something such innovative like complex, we really have to deal with lots of challenges that without a huge amount of money is very you have to be very patient, and I think my patience started to be like suggested me to maybe check other markets where the maturity of the market is bigger, and I thought about the US and Germany and the UK, and because we had this opportunity to move to the US to Plug and Play Tech Center after. Really nice interview with guys who visited us in Warsaw. I thought that I'll just risk and we'll go to the US and check how the market likes the product we have, and I'm really surprised. I have very nice feedback. We of course change it a little, so it's more. More for this particular market for those customers, but it looks like it was very good shot.
Right. And congratulations, by the way. It's such a huge decision. How long have you stayed there? How long have you lived in the US?
Well, only 3 months, and it was really like a week because the time flows so fast here, and actually you enjoy every moment here because people are so positive, and just the energy here is amazing. Of course, you have to use it. I never expected that someone will do something for me. So I know that if you're an entrepreneur, you just have to use every opportunity to get people's feedback, get some new contacts, meet people, talk about your solution, improve it. Yes, and we are doing this all the time. At the same time, of course, we have to do some work for Poland, and it's very challenging. The time zones, and half of the team is here, so it's like. Yeah, a bit complicated, but yeah, we can do it.
It's doable. It's doable. Awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, what are the advantages? Do you think are what do you think are the advantages of being an immigrant woman entrepreneur?
Hmm. Well, for sure, women in this industry, I mean, in IT, is something very unusual. Um, I never I never had any problems with that. I actually was growing with computers. When I was 6, I just got my first computer, and I was always with technology. Also, my friends were always talking about computers. So for me, it's like always the same. I'm in this world, so it's. I don't know. For me, it's so normal.
Yeah.
That's it doesn't matter if I'm in Poland or here. I just enjoy talking to people, and it's great to get support from them, and people are really helpful. So I don't think it's a matter of being a girl or a guy, because they help all of them. So
Awesome.
I don't see the advantage really of being a woman.
Why did you decide to start your own company instead of working for someone else? It seems like it was just so natural for you to start your own organization.
Well, I wasn't thinking actually about starting my own organization. I just had this project in my mind that I would like to make this platform Homplex, and just realizing this dream, this idea was so strong that I would do it in any way. Okay, I could even join the other company who could manage this, but I decided just to make it easier. We'll have our own company, and yes, I wasn't thinking about any challenges that usually entrepreneurs have, but I remember my father, who also is entrepreneur for last I think 20 years, and knowing his problems and how it works, I knew that it won't be easy, because the environment in Poland for entrepreneurs, it's far from being perfect. But anyway, it's the way to organize things and getting things done when you have a nice project that you would like to build and develop. So yeah, and here we are also in the US. I hope that we'll also incorporate Complex here, because now it's like, it's still in Poland, but we are looking for investor and customers on this market. So I hope that soon will be Complex incorporated.
Yes, I hope that happens very soon. uh, so, Anna, how do you think women and immigrant women specifically, how can they improve the lives of other women from back home?
That's a tough question. It's of course very very hard to be far from home. Yes, and for me, it's like having my friends close to me is very important, and also meeting other people from Poland who may have similar difficulties or some great experience, and sharing this experience is something that I need. So I guess that other women immigrants may also enjoy this fact that they can share their stories with other girls. There are many meetups here, so if you have the feeling that you would like to be with people and talk to them about your idea, or you would like to join some great energetic startup to do something that you will be proud of, it's enough really to go to those meetings and meet those guys who are looking for great people, and just join this incredible environment, and just enjoy living and working with them.
You're so much fun, Anna. I think you're just enjoying yourself
Yeah.
everywhere you go. Everywhere you go.
Well, I know. Maybe, well, actually, you're right. I just know that if you're positive and you believe in people, it's you'll get it back also. So it's like, I didn't have any problems with any people here, and everything works like in fairy tale. So why not?
Okay, so but if there was some sort of like ideal problem solver for Polish women who come to the US to start organizations or to work, uh, well, no, let's focus on starting an organization because that's cooler.
Okay.
What do you think that would be? This major pain point, kind of killer.
Even if you wouldn't have a problem with incorporating a company here, because you can even do it through internet, and you would have this company here, the biggest challenge is really the cultural difference between doing business in Poland and in the US. So my advice just would be to have people that are from the US who really loves your idea and are happy to help you getting customers, to introduce you to your potential partners, because this is how you should start with, to first get people who are interested in your services, so you can really have the customer before you will ask investor for money. Because if you have not this, if you don't have the feeling that okay, I have great product and I can sell it because I see customers who would like to pay for this, you should never ask for money any investor, because it's too risky and it's not very smart. So two things that you for sure need are customers and money. So first, if you will have customers, maybe you will have enough money to go with the business here. And if this will be okay, then you can go for the money to investors. And there are many funds who are really looking for great projects and good managers, good co-founders, and there are also organizations for investing in startups leading by women. So it's also very good, start to talk to those ventures which require women to be CEO, for example.
Awesome, awesome. So when you are working on a project on a product, and it's still not perfect, and it still needs so much more work, how do you figure out how much you can charge for it?
That's actually the problem that we are dealing now with, because some customers are saying that it's too expensive. For some, we know that the service is affordable, but still, there must be some negotiation part. It's all about experimenting, really, and we know our costs. We know how much money we would like to get, and we just have to talk about it with our customers, if they're okay with this price, or they would expect something more expensive. Of course not, because they expect something less expensive. Anyway, it's challenging.
It is, and especially I think now when the information doesn't lose its value, but it loses its price, because there's YouTube, and there's so many things that are available for free, and applications that are free. And do you think that kind of sets back the entrepreneurs who are just starting out?
you know um, many people I was talking to were saying that actually, yes, but there are already many pictures of interiors online that you can find on Google or House.com, for example, one of our competitors. Also on Homeplex, you have those pictures for free. Actually, every content that is provided to end user should be for free. But maybe not should be, but is. So you have to just adopt to it. But there must be someone who will pay for this, and it's either, in our case, could be manufacturer or retail or online stores. So you just have to find the source of money to monetize it. And it's hard, for sure, for many startups, for many entrepreneurs, to find this good source which will be really happy to pay for. We were pivoted for 3 years, yes, and what we have now, the product that we have now for the US market, is something completely different than we had in Poland. And I know that in Poland we could not sell it because nobody would be yet interested in this, because it's not yet this point in time. Okay, well, maybe we can go back to Poland in 3 years and sell the same what we are doing here. It's still the same picture, right? But the business model around it just changes, because the environment has different requirements, and you have to just think about all the possibilities and verify them. Yeah, so testing business model is something that takes time, and also lots of effort to get the right solution.
Right. So what you're saying basically is that while your company grows, your business model can change so many times depending on the market, depending on time frame, depending on, I don't know, millions of other factors, and that's absolutely fine. You don't have to just choose one business model and go with it for the rest of your life. And
No, absolutely. Well, startup is actually about the journey of finding the perfect business model. Yes, so you start with something that you think, without any market research probably, that you think that will be great and so people will be paying for this. But then you see the reality after a few months, and nobody wants to pay for this. Your expectations are totally different than the market response. So you just have to look for this. And when the company has a really stable business model and looks like, okay, for the next 10 years we can get money from doing this, it's not true, because you will always have to adapt to the market. And even technology, it's changing so fast. And small company from I don't know, from Africa now may prepare a product that actually may destroy your business. Okay, so even if you're a big corporation, small company using technology may do something that will kill, that will address the same need, but in a much cheaper way, with a product that will solve lots of problems, and then suddenly you can just disappear. Yes, like it was with Apple and iPhone and Nokia, which actually now doesn't exist. And my favorite phone 10 years ago was Nokia, and now it's like hard to believe that that the company doesn't exist. They should focus on something else. They should change their business model maybe, and probably they would still be on the market. But yeah, you still have to think about being on the top and adapt to the market needs.
I think it's a perfect example because yeah, like this, yeah, like you said, I remember Nokia. It was just everywhere was my favorite phone, and
Yeah.
I know that Ericsson, I think they have a similar situation. I think they stopped producing phones, and now they're exclusively focused on I don't know, networks or something like that. But it's a
Mm-hmm.
similar story. Um, yeah, it's a brilliant example. Um, Also, you know, I used to think, and I think it was kind of a popular um, idea that you were either made to be an entrepreneur or not. And what I see now is basically uh, people are still trying and trying and trying, and it happens one day. So it feels like you can still make it. No.
Yes, as an entrepreneur, you can't lose your hope. Okay, it's like having your own company is like dealing with challenges every day, and you just have to like it. That's first of all. Don't be afraid of problems and changing environment. You just have to get the energy and build something new. Test it again. If it will be broken, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Just never give up. Okay, because there is the moment in the future where you will have your space where you can really develop something great that you'll be proud of. And many people in Poland were surprised that or not seeing that we're I know super wealthy. I mean, I'm still driving our old car. That's we didn't improve our life quality. That I didn't give up. Okay, I should go to corporation and earn the money I had before, like 5 times more I have now. I had in Poland. But anyway, it's not about the money. It's about the about this feeling that you're doing something great, and your life makes sense, that you can change other people's life. It's like you might be happy every day, although you have so many problems, so many things to solve. I really enjoy it. I love it.
I can tell. I can tell. And uh, so when you just started, did you have a part-time job, and then worked on your startup on the side?
Well, it was a kind of strange start because I had this idea in April 2009, and like a week after this idea, was uh, growth enough. I asked my boss to cancel my contract, but he said that's okay. Actually, you have a 1 month period to still stay in a company, but because we need you, I would like you to stay another 3 months. So for me, it was like, damn. But then I thought that maybe it's a good idea. I'll have some income, and at the same time, I can work on the project. He knew that I will not be focused on the job 100%. But anyway, he needed my help. So I just had to stay in the company and do some work. But at the same time, I was like 90% dedicated to my project. And at the same time, Łukasz, who's my husband, who's also doing Homeplex with me, had his permanent job. So we had the money for living. And it would not be very smart, to ask him to leave the job and focus with me on the company. So he was working for another, I think, like 15 months, and I left the company in September, I think. September 2009, and then I started to do many things. But still, I didn't have idea how this everything should be organized. So I was just looking for some solutions, and it took a year from this time to have a company and actually get some investment from business angels. So it was a long time.
Yeah. Do you think that coding, because now coding is just becoming so popular, such a popular skill to learn. There's this hour of code and different stuff. And do you think it's absolutely crucial for everybody to learn coding?
No, and I'll tell you why. I was coding. I was doing websites for our own purposes. I know HTML, CSS. I was also learning Java and C++ when I was on studies, but it was never my. Programming was never something that really excited me. So I was more into graphics, into analytics. So analysis
a different thing. That's a different thing.
Yes and no. It's about creativity, okay,
Yes.
and creative thinking about design and analytics. For me, I somehow connect it. Okay, I can analyze digits. I can analyze requirements and current status of some environment, and at the same time draw interface or design a website. Yes, for me, it's I can combine those skills together. I also, play guitar, piano, and so on. So I have this artistic skills somehow developed. But at the same time, I'm not able to design interior at all. Okay, that's why I need experts like interior architects. And programming, I know that I could do it, but it would not be as efficient as it is with Łukasz or with our other developer. They really love it. They live with this, and for them it's a real pleasure. It's okay to understand what programmers is talking to you about. Okay, that's different story. But I don't think everybody now should start coding. I have seen many movies promoting this
lifestyle,
this trend. Yes, but I just don't agree. If you feel good in some field, in any, okay, it may be marketing, sales, whatever, cleaning, just anything that you enjoy, just do it. Don't listen to other people that you should code, because everybody now should code. There are programmers who should do the job, and I think that they're doing this quite well. There was also a trend on the market for sysops, so it's like a mix of programmer and system administrator. This is another great mistake of the market, to expecting that people who are very technical in programming will be also happy with configuring servers, databases, and so on, and will be enjoying this. It's not true. Okay, so I wouldn't require from people to do things they really don't like. If they like, that's okay, but
awesome.
That's other story.
That's great. Anna, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure, and I've learned so much from you. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and your expertise with us.
Well, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for inviting me. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Anna. Have a nice day too. Thank you for listening to Immigrant Women Talk podcast. I would love to get to know you, so come over to immigrantwomentalk.org and leave a comment. Let me know about your challenges, and I will find an expert who will offer a solution. If you would like to join the community of immigrant women, connect with the guests or with me, go to immigrantwomentalk.org. I'm Galina Bilaeva, and I will talk to you next time.